everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101. I realize that I do not have a how to start painting rocks video. All the tutorials all over the place here on YouTube. I've got a few videos that touch on some of these things, but nowhere do I have just a start to finish, where to start, where to finish for painting your first rock. So that's what today's video is about. We have 5 steps to rock painting and we're gonna go through them one at a time. Now throughout the video, I will put information cards for more information on some of these things, and I'll also leave them linked down below. I also have timestamps that will jump you forward to certain areas if there's one thing in particular that maybe you want to know about. So let's get started. Now, the first thing you need is rocks to paint, right? So you can either go and scout out in your yard, or you can order rocks even online. There's even ways to make your own rocks for painting. This is a lot of different places to go. The one thing I want to just point out is some areas it is not okay to go into parks and such to collect your rocks. It's against the law some places, so we don't want you to get into any trouble. If you're able to hit up a landscaping store, they have great options for you as well. The next thing you have to do is prep your rocks for painting. Now, I see lots of posts about this on Facebook and questions, and people come up with some pretty interesting things about washing their rocks. I hear people put them in their dishwasher. I definitely do not suggest that. I only take my rocks under warm water and scrub them with a vegetable brush. This gets off all the little bits of dust particles that may be on them, or dirt if you're getting them from the yard, and that is perfect. Just lay them flat to dry and allow them to dry fully. Sometimes I will flip mine halfway through just to really get the air flowing to all the different spaces on them. Next, it's time to paint. Now, when it comes to picking out supplies and paints for your rocks, I say if you've got anything at home, start with that. There's regular basic tube acrylics that come in the store, lots of different brands, glitter options to choose from. You can also get tube style acrylic paint. This will be a bit thicker. You may need to add a little bit of water in some situations, but a little goes a long way. This is great for base coating your rocks as well. You can also get these bigger tube acrylics. I buy these all the time when they're on sale if it's a color I really like. We also have some specialty paints we've used before that are holographic style paints or even color shift paints. You can even use spray paint to base coat your rocks, and you can get gradient effect. But my absolute favorite thing, especially for beginners painting rocks, is paint pens. These paint pens come in lots of different size tips, a good amount of variety of color options. There's glitter options and things like that. But the paint is water-based on a lot of these that go right onto the rocks. I will obviously leave a link with more information about the pens in general. Now, when it comes to actually painting your rocks, you have to decide what kind of direction you want to go. You can base coat your rocks, or you can paint directly onto your rocks. Now, there's different methods for base coating. I have, again, another whole video about that, but you can spray paint them, you can brush them with acrylic paint, you can pour paint them. The options are limitless, or you can just, if you have a rock that looks pretty, you can go right on your rock. You don't even need a base coat. So once you've decided what you're going to paint on your rock, just go for it. Kindness rocks are huge, where you just do a fun background and then write a nice saying on top of them, or you do a fun pour paint and a nice saying on top, or you can do hearts or shapes. And like I said, we have loads of video tutorials for what to paint on your rocks. The next thing you want to do is seal your rocks, especially if you're going to put them out in the elements, if you're going to hide them around town. Make sure to seal your rocks. Now, I use spray sealers most of the time because I can work in my garage. It's got good airflow. I can do a lot of rocks at once. There are also brush-on sealers available. I can refer you to a couple of those too. Obviously, again, we have a link for all of the information on those. But the main thing I want you to realize is you need to seal your rock. And then the last thing that you do is Hide your rocks around town. Get rid of them, because once you start painting your rocks, they will end up surrounding you. I could probably pick up 10 rocks right now and just start showing them off. Seriously, I have them everywhere. They're all around my house, but I hide them around town for others to find as random acts of kindness. It's a great way to just get them out of your house and to bring smiles to other people. There are loads of Facebook groups for local rock painting, hunting, and hiding communities. So you can simply just search the name of your city and then the word rocks, or even your zip code. Not your zip code, excuse me, your area code, and then rocks. Even the state sometimes has one to find something local in your area. And if you don't find one, you can start one. So I hope this answers all your basic questions for how to start painting rocks. As I said, loads more information here on the page. So make sure that you're subscribed so you get all of our new stuff, but then also take a moment to kind of peek around and find some of these other tutorials to just get you started on your rock painting journey. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to keep calm and paint rocks. Bye-bye.